All right, welcome back. Man, listen, NBA YoungBoy. First of all, shout out to those tuning in. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you've never been here before. This is BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. This is the latest update on NBA YoungBoy as of May 10th, 2024. Look, NBA YoungBoy looks to me by all these pictures that he's enjoying the process. I have never seen anybody who is happy to be going through the court system, in and out of a jail cell, dressed in inmate uniform, property of the county, and he just cheesing and smiling instead of being inside of a mansion by yourself. Like, kind of remind me of like those documentaries they do in prison where you would see the inmates stuff their shirts in the toilet and cause the toilet to overflow in their cell, and then they would have a cell extraction. And I remember one dude, they kept asking him, why you do that? Why did you flood your cell? And he said, man, the silence gets so loud in here, you be feeling like you going crazy. So I'd do anything for a little bit of human interaction, anything outside of this cell. So even if they come and they use these pepper spray and they use the balls and they shoot me with them or whatever, yeah, it hurt, but it lets me know that I'm still alive. And I thought, wow, sensory deprivation. Anyways, rapper NBA YoungBoy, whose legal name is Contrell Deshaun Golden, he appeared in the Cache County Court in Utah on Thursday for a bond hearing following his arrest in April. The 24-year-old Louisiana native was arrested on suspicion of dozens of charges related to a fraudulent prescription operation he is accused of conducting from his home in Huntsville. On Thursday, he appeared in Utah's 1st District Court before Judge Spencer D. Walsh, who accepted an agreement that was made between prosecutors and between NBA YoungBoy's defense team. Now, mind y'all, NBA YoungBoy is facing 63 charges in Utah prescription drug fraud operation. 63 charges. A lot of them are felonies. He has felonies and misdemeanor charges. A lot of them are felony charges. The defense informed Walsh, or NBA YoungBoy's attorneys informed the judge, that the state has agreed to a $100,000 bond in exchange for waiving a preliminary hearing where the state would have to convince the judge that a crime was committed by NBA YoungBoy and that it was, a crime and it was committed by him. Now check it. I don't know if that's a good thing, really. That just cut corners for the state. It saves them some time, which usually works out in your favor, kind of like copping a plea or making some kind of an agreement where it would take less manpower and less time from the state. They like stuff like that. But $100,000 bond for somebody who has millions of dollars is not a lot of money. NBA YoungBoy, if that's what it takes for him to get out, he'll be out in no time. However, I'm not too sure of his status if he'll get out yet, because NBA YoungBoy was bound over for trial and his arraignment was set for July 1st. His next appearance before the same judge, Judge Walsh, will be to enter a plea deal. This is where he'll go in there and he'll say, I plead guilty to the charges, Your Honor, or he'll say, nah, I'm taking this to trial. His attorneys might advise him to plead guilty to the charges where they'll work out some kind of a deal. Mind you, he was already on house arrest. That's how he got locked in the house in the first place, because he already pled guilty to some charges and he already struck a deal with prosecution and he ended up on house arrest. Now, I don't know what the other option is going to be. Does he go back on house arrest? Pending another trial? But this right here is of a different magnitude. Again, remind you, his last charges previous to this one, it had to do with double attempted murder, which he pled to a lesser charge and ended up on house arrest. So it's going to be interesting to see how they wiggle him out of this one. The judge said to him, says, "You'll be brought over from the Cache County Jail, assuming you're still incarcerated," Walsh said, which tells me that he might be and he might not be still incarcerated. YoungBoy has active arrest warrants out right now in a neighboring county as well, where he's facing additional charges that are related to prescription fraud case. Every county have their own thing going, and every county could press charges. I don't know if they're going to put all his charges together and run them concurrently, or they're just going to be shipping him around from county to county or state to state, however that one works out. Now, the rapper, for those of y'all who don't know, he was arrested on April 16th at his Huntsville mansion, where he was on house arrest while he was awaiting trial on federal weapons charges already. He was booked on suspicion of 63 felonies and misdemeanors related to the fraudulent prescription operation, which included identity theft, obtaining a prescription under false pretenses, forgery, possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person, engaging in a pattern of unlawful activity, and possession of a controlled substance. Yes, they found drugs. Yes, they found a gun. He is not supposed to be anywhere near a firearm. He said the firearm belonged to his girlfriend. They said they found his fingerprints on that same firearm. 3 additional people are also linked to this case, and they're accused of traveling to nearby pharmacies to pick up pills that have been filled on bogus orders from someone who was pretending to be a real doctor. A probable cause statement that was filed the day after NBA YoungBoy's arrest alleged that NBA YoungBoy even went as far as to pretend to be an older woman on the phone while he was talking to the sheriff deputies after a prescription order was put on hold. And in that report, they said they were able to tell by certain words that he used and his pattern of speech that that was him pretending to be an old woman on the phone so he could get the prescription filled. The arresting deputy reported that it was very clear that a fake voice was being used and that the individual sounded as though she was a younger male from the southern states. Ultimately, he was officially charged at that time with 49 crimes. Now, in Cache County, prosecutor charged him with 1 count of second-degree felony pattern of unlawful activity, 15 counts of third-degree identity fraud, 12 counts of third-degree felony forgery, 3 counts of Class A misdemeanor forgery, 15 counts of Class A misdemeanor unlawful pharmacy practices. In addition to any prison sentences, NBA YoungBoy also faces a potential of over $190,000 in fines if he is convicted. And again, like I said, that's no money to NBA YoungBoy. That's pocket money. Now, on April 26th, the additional charges were filed against NBA YoungBoy in Weber County, adding a second-degree felony count of possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person, and 2 Class A misdemeanor counts of distributing a controlled substance to the list. So they added more charges to the list, and he's going to have to face these charges. But like I said in the beginning, looking at him going through the process, I'm thinking, man, this is where he wants to be. He needed a break from the house. He needed to get away for a minute. He was going crazy inside the house. Or is NBA YoungBoy the type of person that has convinced himself that he is a criminal element and this is how he's going to live. Y'all leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. This is the latest update. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.